Hey everybody, it is Sunday, which means tank cleaning day now. But today I'd also thought I would get some corals moved out of the 40 and into the 75. And for those of you that have done this, maybe you're have felt what I am, and it is tough to decide. I really enjoy this tank the way that it is, as overcrowded as it is. Um, Nothing's really touching right now and creating me any problems, so it's tough to decide what you pull out to go put into the new tank that really still is a new tank, and I don't really trust it yet. So I'm trying to let it mature a little bit and move things that from a tank that's just overcrowded. I know I need to get my blue jaw out of here. 40-gallon tank is just not a good idea for him. I mean, the 75 is about the bare minimum for him, and that's what he's going to go into. So I want to trust that tank a little bit more before I move him, and I'll do that by trusting it with some of my corals, but it's been tough. So just trying to get some water changes done, and the help is sleeping as always. So tough decisions on what to move, especially with this little tank doing as well as it is doing. I was just remarking, going back on some old photos, and if you see the raised center on my Jedi Mind Trick, that's all that was there when I bought him, was just that raised center. That's all he was. On that bubblegum chalice, the frag was showing, the plug was showing 360 around him. And the same with this little guy. I mean, these have just had a lot of growth in here, a lot of success, and to move them into another tank and have to start watching them all over, and the chance that maybe things won't be right is kind of tough. So I might let that tank mature a little bit more. I did move some stuff in there, as you can see. There's a couple empty spots. So we'll probably select a couple more out of here and then watch those over the next month and see how it is they do and get them in before I put the fish in. I also, YouTube was a way for me to sort of keep a video diary of my fish tank. Storing all these videos myself, I thought it would just be kind of cool to put them on YouTube and sort of let my family see them. But I started watching so many other guys' videos, and it's really kind of a neat thing to see other people watching my videos and subscribing to my channel and liking my videos and getting the input that I've been getting on my tank. So there's a few of you that I really want to thank. Oswald Reef, and thanks for all your suggestions. 915 Mang, Reef Guy 5, A Vasquez Reefing, JPZ. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of you guys that have made comments and posted a lot of cool videos for me to watch, and a lot of the big guys on YouTube. JD Reef, who really shows you how far you can take do-it-yourself reefing, and some of the aquascaping that dude did in the Black Pearl was just amazing and really inspired me to move on to a bigger tank. Tidal Gardens for all the videos you post on corals and how to care for them. LA Fish Guys, as always, one of the first people I started watching. And Thomas Brown with Tank Wars. I mean, I think Tank Wars is something that's definitely intrigued me. So thanks to everybody for keeping the hobby going and posting all these videos, and I'm kind of opening my eyes up to a new world for reefing. It's been real exciting. So thanks to all of you. And I think what I'll go do is get to cleaning on the 75 and show you guys what I put in there and post a new video, huh? I think I'm going to grab a couple more of these to go out with me, and we'll see from there. Alright, let's go take a look at the 75. Alrighty guys, so here we are at the 75. Just got the protein skimmer cleaned out. Got to get that filter sock out of there, clean that out, do a little cleanup in the sump. I want to shorten the hose up to my return pump. My return pump's not sitting quite flat, so I'd like to get that shortened up. What do we got going on inside? So you can see some of the corals we added from the 40. One of the chalices from the floor of the 40. The Purple Haze Monty. That chalice, if you remember from my last video, was in here from your Reef. That is a pink chalice, and that is a watermelon chalice, and a digitata that I picked up from Mike off of Craigslist out in Livermore. If you get a chance to deal with Mike out of Livermore, he's got some great setups and some great corals, and I would definitely recommend, if you're in the area, giving him a call. So both of those came out of the 40, and another one out of the 40. This one was really browning in the 40, and so I'm hoping that he's already lightened up over the last couple days, so we'll see how he continues to do. A cleanup crew member, since I was out in Livermore picking up those frags, I stopped by Aquarium Concepts in Dublin and picked up a few snails. So one up there, what do we got down? A little turbo snail down there, and there's a few others in here that are hiding since the lights are on. And most of these I moved out of the 40, with the exception of the Joker Favia, which did come out of your Reef. And I still need to get something better. Trying to film with the iPad, but got to get a better camera now, I think. Alright, well, let's get this thing cleaned up, put a few more corals in it. At least a couple more, I think. I'd like to start emptying that 40 out just a little bit. And the reason behind it is I definitely am still learning the lighting in here. And these are not on 100%. They're about at 75%. So I kind of just want to see what does what. The whites and all the other colors are on about 75%. And the blues are just over 50%. So yeah, we're just a little over 75% there on that, and just over 50% on the blues. So kind of just waiting to see how it all works out, take my time with moving things around and see what works best. Like I said, this hasn't been going long enough to for me to put any other fish in it, especially any fish out of the 40. And what's nice is any new additions that I want, I can sort of treat it like a quarantine tank right now. And once I'm sure that they're all clean and happy and healthy in here, and we've got it established a little bit, I will add the fish from the 40. Alright, let's get this cleaned up, pop a couple more corals in here, and call it a day and post a video. Alright, well, there's a semi-clean 40-gallon, missing a few corals. Hadn't moved any of my big chalices or my Jedi Mind Trick yet, and I'm still hoping to grow the Moons of Endor and Bazooka Joe chalice out a little bit more before I move them. The big Fabia that I had up there, I believe it was Dragon's Revenge. I wasn't sure I was ready to move it, but I noticed that star polyp was creeping up the side of it, and so I did move it because of that. So that star polyp, as you can see down there, that dude is just growing everywhere. Moving towards my blastos now. So I have these acans right there, and lava lizard, that's what they were called, lava lizard acans. So I left them in there for now, but I think I may just let this star polyp take over this rock. I think I'll pull it away from the other rocks and just let it take this rock, and maybe I can move it to where it's not touching any of the other rocks now that I'll have a little bit more room in here. Still got some more to move, but don't want to move too much just yet. Didn't move any of the zoas, even though I probably will. Some of these zoas in here, I believe that guy there should be pretty easy for me to get the frag that's behind those out. So I don't know if you could even tell the original frag that's back there, and now these have grown on the rock. So I should be able to take that out of there pretty easy. Alright, well, let's go take a look at what I moved. And I just saw Oswald Reef, just watched his new video. Looks like he was tank cleaning this morning. So I'm gonna, now that I'm all done tank cleaning and had some dinner, I will post this one. Alright, let me finish up. Okay, so here it is with all the new stuff in it. And then we'll take a brief scan over everything we put in. I'm not real sure on all of our placements yet, but we'll find out over the next few days, huh? This guy looks like he's starting to open back up now. Alright, and that is the weirdest looking turbo snail I've ever seen. But he's mine now. Alright, so I'll keep everybody posted on how it works out. I took that little chalice out of the sand and put him up there, but unfortunately while moving him I broke him, so getting him off that frag plug. So let's hope that works out. Alright. And I guess one more step.